And this, Litvat, doubly. And this is what the world looks like to those who've been gathered into heaven. Hello, dear son. Hello. You look lovely today. My husband and I were just talking about how we feel, because through the internet we can see what other people's reality is like, but we're not experiencing that. We do see army vehicles go by, we hear planes, but again, they're far away. It's not our direct experience. Our direct experience is continual peace. But through the internet, I hear from others what they're experiencing, and my husband was saying there's this Greek legend about a man who was climbing up rocks or a mountain or something, and he was in a position where he could neither go forward nor back. And one of the Greek gods appeared to him in this legend and said to him, "I'm sorry, I can't physically help you, but I can tell you what to do." So goes the legend. And my husband said that this is lahavdil, what we feel like. We can tell people how to learn Torah such that they experience heaven on earth. And with God's help, that's what I've been trying to do. But I can't really touch you. I can't really reach you if you don't listen to the instruction. Then your reality and this reality are not one and the same. I've been trying to reach the Jews in America, who I know are very frightened now, very upset, and rightfully so. I've been trying to reach the rabbis. I've been trying to help. And unless you accept the instruction, which is actually very simple instruction, there's nothing that I can do. In order to get to a place of peace where no war affects you, no happenstance disturbs your peace, you've got to first of all turn to HaShem and ask, how do I do this? And then HaShem begins to show you how to learn Torah. And this is only for people who know Hebrew. It's essential that you know Hebrew really, really well. I mean, well enough to understand grammar, well enough to spell correctly and not be putting in imota kriya where they don't belong. I mean, so the first thing to do is to sit down and learn Torah, learn Hebrew correctly, learn the language correctly, and then God can direct you such that you begin to understand what's really written in Torah. and you stop seeing it with an evil eye. You stop taking it at what you think is face value. And then what begins to happen is, as you interact with Torah, it completely saturates your consciousness, so that when you turn outward into the created world, your consciousness creates peace. This is the real way of learning Torah, and each person has to do that for themselves. There's no Mashiach that's going to come and save you. Only you can save you. I don't know how to tell you how important that is. Whether you're Jewish or you're Christian, nobody can save you but you. Now, obviously, Gentiles don't have the access to Torah that Jews do. I'm speaking specifically to the Jews now, especially those Jews that are in the diaspora. What the hell are you doing there? Get out. Who says you have to be there? If you have enough money to go to Cornell, if you have enough money to go to Harvard, then you have enough money to come on Aliyah. Don't stay in the diaspora and then cry that your world is hell. Who tells you you have to? And it's true that Israel is at war now, but again, everybody's experience is different. And if you come here with the intention of learning real Torah, HaShem will create those conditions for you. I mean, how much warning do you need? What has to happen before you understand that you're not safe in the diaspora? You're not safe in America. You're not safe in Europe. Even the Christians that are telling you that they're your friends and they're sympathetic toward you and so forth and so on, and the next thing after the Jews, it can happen to us, and they can't help you. They can't do anything. They can just express in words sympathy. But they cannot create heaven on earth for you. Only you can do that as a Jew if you come to Israel and you go about the business of learning Hebrew correctly and return to the true tradition, the tradition that the rabbis do not teach. What the rabbis are teaching is actually creating the diaspora. And there are a number of Jews here that are becoming aware of that and are returning to learning Hebrew correctly, asking HaShem to return us to the tradition of the judges and the prophets, and our world is peaceful. You don't have to suffer the diaspora. And here in Israel, you don't have to suffer the war. If you haven't saturated yourself in all kinds of misinterpretations of Torah, then you wouldn't be experiencing war right now. You would be experiencing this. And you need to understand, I'm just a few kilometers away from the Syrian. Hello, dear bee. Hello. Hello. Hello there. You came to visit me. Hello. Hello. Look at this sweet little bee. Where are you? Here you are. Here you are. Look at that. Look how it's staying outside. It's just being very polite and hanging out. One devora to another. Right, right. So the choice is yours, whether you want to continue to live in fear and danger in the diaspora, and in fear and danger even in the state of Israel, or return to the land of Israel, which looks like what you're looking at. Thank you for listening.